Now, the Miami Heat, they've gone from the NBA Finals to once again being in a play-in elimination game tonight. So, Woj, what does the future look like? I don't want to pour water on their season before it's over, but past today in Miami if they're not able to get this done.
Listen, this is a team, I think, just like last summer, where the market was far more limited. It was Damian Lillard available. There was only so far they were going to go in a trade. He gets traded to Milwaukee. It's going to be a different summer in the NBA. I think there's going to be a lot of guys entering the NBA portal.
Right.
And I think there's going to be a lot more player movement this summer. Part of it is teams underachieving, but it's also part of the new salary cap. You know, payrolls have to change, and there's going to be more movement. And so Miami is always in great position because, you know, especially if it's players with not a lot left on their contract, 1 year or 2 years, and they tell their team, I want to trade to the Heat, and if you don't send me the Heat, I'm going to become a free agent and go somewhere else. Don't trade me to that team or that team. Now, teams can still decide to send you where they want to send you, but it's always an advantage for Miami. Players want to be part of that organization. And so I think Miami will be in a position again to use the assets they have to go out and get another all-star level player that maybe is connects more on the timeline of Bam Adebayo and his age.
I got to tell you something. I really think they should take a long, hard look at Jimmy Butler and Tyler Hero. Jimmy Butler, in terms of his durability, we know what he brings come playoff time, but during that regular season, sometimes that matters and what have you. And Tyler Hero, for some reason, he's always hurt. He just is. And I look at him and I say to myself, you know, Miami has overachieved throughout the last few years. So we see them not one but two appearances in the NBA Finals where we didn't anticipate that they would go there. So we say, wow, okay, this is what you accomplished. And as a result, they felt hesitant. Do we really need to make extreme moves? The Pat Riley that I once knew was swinging for the fences. He would be like, yo, let's go for it. That wasn't necessarily the case this past summer with the whole Damian Lillard situation. And I just think that they might need to take a look at doing things just a slight bit differently and taking a little bit more chances.
I think the Miami Heat, their gift and their curse is the trust that they have in their player development, right? Because that stops them from going out there and making major moves. And to be honest, they need to make a major move and actually get a 1A. Because Jimmy Butler is not a 1A. I'm not knocking Jimmy Butler, but he's not going to take you home. Is Bam ever going to get to the point where he's a 1A?
No,
I don't believe
that's
so.
not his game.
Is Tyler Hero ever going to take that leap? We heard the whistles. We heard him talking noise. I want to be mentioned in the conversation with Luke. He still haven't arrived yet. So at the end of the day, what do? And you have decisions to make if you're the Miami Heat come this offseason.
One thing, Perk, it is very rare where a 1A is available in trades. And if he is, the whole league's trying to get him.
Well, that's why you should have got Damian Lillard.
And you also got the restrictions that Woj talked about, Stephen A., that Pat Riley did not have when he got those at-bats earlier in his career. And we saw him during the Olympic summer sit down and introduce Shaquille O'Neal as his new prized, player. He's got restrictions now that could hold that down.
NBA,